there are people that felt Beterbiev won the fight, but most felt that Bivol won it.
Dmitry Bivol's team has officially lodged a protest with the 4 major sanctioning bodies, the IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO, seeking an immediate rematch against the reigning undisputed light heavyweight champion, Artur Beterbiev. Their appeal hinges on the claim that most viewers believe Bivol should have won the fight that took place last Saturday night in Riyadh. In particular, they've asked for a review of Judge Paul Cardini's scorecard, which read 116-112 in favor of Beterbiev. Despite this formal protest, it's difficult to see what Team Bivol expects to gain. Even if the scorecard was narrowed to 115-113, the end result would remain the same. Bivol still lost by decision. Furthermore, the assertion that a majority of viewers had Bivol winning appears more speculative than factual, without clear data to back that up. It seems unlikely to sway any sanctioning bodies. From the official judge's perspective, Beterbiev was awarded a 12-round majority decision with the scores reading 114-114, 115-113, and 116-112, while Bivol started strong, using slick footwork and sharp counters in the early rounds. The fight shifted after the 6th round. Bivol appeared visibly fatigued and spent much of the latter half on the defensive, moving around the ring as Beterbiev chased him, landing powerful shots when he could cut off the ring. By the 7th round, Bivol looked mentally checked out, and the final round saw him primarily in survival mode. While he avoided a knockout, his approach was less than engaging for the average fan, leading to a contest that felt increasingly one-sided as the rounds wore on. Promoter Eddie Hearn, however, remained adamant in his post-fight comments, stating that Bivol had won either 4 of the first 5 rounds, or perhaps even all 5. Hearn's take, having Bivol ahead 8-4, was out of sync with the majority of observers and the judges. Interestingly, despite Bivol's team's protest, the decision over a rematch may ultimately rest in the hands of Saudi Sports Authority figure, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, who has expressed interest in arranging a second showdown between Beterbiev and Bivol. Beterbiev himself has said he's open to the idea.
He may want to put it right in everybody's mind. So we'll see what kicks up over the next couple of weeks and talk to His Excellency and see how he feels that fight might fit into Riyadh season schedule and go from there.
However, if Turkey decides that Beterbiev should fight a new opponent, such as Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez, that will likely take precedence. A rematch, though desired by Bivol's camp, may not be immediately on the table if bigger money fights materialize. U.S. boxing fans, in particular, wouldn't mind seeing Beterbiev square off against a big name like Canelo or Benavidez. Both of those matchups promise fireworks, and many believe they would be more exciting than watching Bivol, a more defensive fighter, attempt to evade Beterbiev's relentless pressure for another 12 rounds. Bivol, while a talented tactician, spent much of the last fight backpedaling, which some saw as dull compared to the high-octane exchanges fans expect from a Beterbiev clash. That said, Bivol deserves credit for being the first fighter to take Beterbiev the distance. His technical skill and ability to withstand Beterbiev's heavy punches make a rematch intriguing. Would Beterbiev manage to secure a knockout this time around? Or could Bivol make the necessary adjustments to outbox him more decisively? These questions remain unanswered, and a rematch would provide fans with clarity on what is quickly becoming one of the most debated rivalries in the sport today. Ultimately, while Team Bivol's protest may seem futile, the desire for a rematch lingers, and many fans would love to see how both fighters adapt. Whether or not the governing bodies agree to their appeal, the boxing world remains intrigued by what could come next in this compelling light heavyweight saga.
So hopefully now we could get an opportunity to fight Beterbiev. You know, he just won Saturday, so hopefully we could get that. But right now we're focused on David Morrell. You know, we have to look impressive in order to go to the next level.
David Benavidez's father, Jose Benavidez Sr, has set his sights on a potential showdown with undisputed light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev, should his son triumph over WBA regular champion David Morrell in their scheduled fight on January 25th. Jose Sr. believes Beterbiev would be a compelling opponent for Benavidez and sees the fight as an ideal next step in his son's career. He has also expressed interest in a bout against Dmitry Bivol, considering it a chance for Benavidez to defeat the man who outboxed Canelo Alvarez in 2022. Jose Sr. remains frustrated that Canelo has consistently avoided facing Benavidez over the years, recently quoting a staggering $200 million price tag for such a fight. However, if Bivol falls short in his rematch against against Beterbiev. A fight with him may lose its appeal. Benavidez's ultimate goal is to face Artur Beterbiev, assuming Beterbiev successfully defends his titles against Bivol in their rematch, which is tentatively set for 2025, though still awaiting official confirmation. The worst-case scenario for Benavidez would be Beterbiev losing the rematch, sparking a potential trilogy with Bivol. This would delay Benavidez's shot at the titles, as he would have to wait until the two light heavyweight champions finish their business before stepping into the picture.
David's next fight is going to be David Morrell. Everybody's super excited about it. We've been trying to make that fight for almost 3 years. But I believe that David Morrell needed a little bit more experience and show the world that he deserved this fight. And
in reality, however, Team Benavidez hasn't been overly eager to pursue this fight over the past 3 years, having repeatedly sidestepped Morel. Had they genuinely wanted the fight, it likely would have occurred long before now. It wasn't until Morel delivered an underwhelming performance against Radivoj Kalajdzic on August 3rd at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles that they decided the time was right to make the match happen.
David called out Heyman and told him, hey, listen, I want this fight, let's make it happen, and it got made right away, and super excited to fight a young talent, strong fighter, and I think it's going to be a tough fight.
Should Benavidez fall short against Morel, Jose Sr. will face a tough decision on his son's future. Will they return to the super middleweight division at 168, or continue the pursuit of a title at 175, hoping for an opportunity once Beterbiev vacates his belts?
A lot of downloading going on. Lomachenko is starting fast.
My biggest fan was my son. He was waiting for me at home. I want to say thank you, Bob Arum, Top Rank, who gave me this chance. My team, my father, Andrei, Aegis, Ras, my family, all people, all my friends who support me.
Vasiliy Lomachenko is reportedly considering retirement following his victory over George Kambosos Jr. in May. The 36-year-old Ukrainian star decided to sit out the remainder of 2024, declining a potential high-profile clash with Gervonta Tank Davis in December. Lomachenko's camp confirmed that the former multi-division champion wanted to rest after securing the IBF lightweight title by an 11th-round knockout of Kambosos. Mike Coppinger has revealed that Lomachenko is leaning toward ending his storied career, a move that has sparked intense debate among boxing fans. Some supporters on social media are accusing Lomachenko of avoiding a showdown with the undefeated Tank Davis. However, many of those critics may not be aware that Lomachenko has been calling for a fight with Davis since 2017, only to be consistently overlooked by Davis and his management. Back then, Loma was at his prime at 29, while Tank, just 23, showed little interest in the bout. Now, with Lomachenko nearing his 37th birthday in February 2025, the tides have turned. Suddenly, Davis is eager for the fight. It's hard to ignore the timing. Davis appears to see Lomachenko as an aging, more vulnerable opponent, far from the formidable force he once was. Back in 2017, Davis may have viewed Lomachenko as too dangerous, a risk not worth taking. Lomachenko's year-long absence from the ring came to an end with his return against Kambosos, but it's widely believed that he was reluctant to return at all and was convinced to do so primarily for a shot at the vacant IBF lightweight belt. Without that fight, Lomachenko might have already called it quits. A potential matchup with Davis now presents a less favorable scenario for Loma, who would be at a significant disadvantage in terms of size, strength, and age against the younger, powerful Baltimore native. It's clear that if the fight had happened when Lomachenko was still in his prime, it would have been a much different contest. Meanwhile, some fans are calling for a rematch between Lomachenko and Devin Haney. The two fought in May 2023, with Haney winning by a controversial unanimous decision after 12 rounds in Las Vegas. However, the physical disparity between the two is likely insurmountable. Haney, who struggled to make weight at 140 pounds in his most recent fight, has grown too large for a competitive rematch with Lomachenko, making it an unlikely possibility. Subscribe. Please like and comment. This is very important for the development of the channel. See you later.